didn't seem like he should be there in a 5,000 claimer. And so we claimed him because he just seemed like he had more upside than possibly, down. And he's great.
I mean, he's a pretty boy, and he is a boy. Just your thoughts on his name. I mean, when you first saw the name, did you think, wait, is this a filly or is this a...
Well, my first thought was just that. Why would anybody name a stallion, or he's originally, why would anybody name him a girl? But then I thought, that's really quite smart of whoever named him, because it makes him unique.
Johnny Cash probably made a lot of money off of a boy named Sue. So.
A boy named Sue. So he's a boy named girl.
Yeah.
Maybe he's always proving himself. I don't know.
He'd been claimed by, I think, Jeremiah Englehart for $30,000. Then he was off like 9 months or so.
He was floating around New York. My clients had claimed him in Finger Lakes for the $5,000. He was then transferred to me after that, and then we geared him up. He actually worked with a real nice New York bred that I have, and we ran him back, and he went off the claim. It was then we started thinking about the claiming crown. I had just met Miss Bonney Powers, who owns him for Island View Farm, and had explained to her about the claiming crown, and she kind of left the reins up to me and kind of let the horse dictate where he was going to take us. He ran back at home then Finger Lakes a couple of times, a couple of wins in second and thirds, and then after his last third, with the weather at home the way it was and this, that and the other thing, we just said let's point for the claiming crown and work backwards. If we get there, we get there, with earnings and everything. If it didn't, then I'd probably run him in Aqueduct this winter, but the stars all lined up and he's ended up here today.
He's a beautiful horse. He's in great form. That's a tough spot, that race.
Very salty spot. A lot of speed, but he's got a lot of class. He's very fast himself. He's had some really good workouts at home. He's done really good. I wouldn't have come all this way if we didn't think we had a piece of the action. But listen, it's a fun day out, and whoever gets the trip and the weather and track, it's kind of where you're sitting at.
When you got him, he'd been haltered for the 5,000. What was your initial impression of him?
So I didn't claim him originally.
Right.
As Bonney did with another trainer. And I had liked the horse that day, but something was, obviously, it's a claiming game. The horse has been off for so long. We now know he's had surgery on ankles and whatever. He came back good and sound. But he's just a powerhouse. He's built like a tank. But I think it's more of him. Why he's so good, I think it's more of him and his heart. I think he's just, he wants to give you his all. Like when he went in the mud at Finger Lakes, I didn't think he'd like the track. And Joel Cruz came back and just said, look, the reason he won today is because he wanted to win. It wasn't because he loved the slop. It was him. So when you have that fire in a horse's eyes, you can't take it away from him, And his record since he came back this season has been impeccable. He's always there. He's consistent. And it's a look at the draw, right? He's got a lot of speed. We've been working him behind horses now, just in case for this race. He doesn't get to the lead, so I don't mind if Martin is sitting back there. I think he'll finish. Kind of neat that the blue collar horses get a shot to shine their day.
They're good horses.
Yeah.
They're just not as fast as.
Yeah, not as fast, and maybe it's not as.
Triple Crown and
not as popular, right? So today or this weekend we get to showcase them, and but they all got heart, and they all try, and he's certainly one of them.